Hey, before I get this video started, I just want to give a quick disclaimer that the footage of people actually exploring a lot of these places, it's not my own. Only some of the photos are, and I'll have links in the description if any of the other videos look interesting to you. But with that out of the way, either welcome back or welcome to my channel. This video is a lot different from what I normally do, so I hope the returning viewers really like it. I like photography. More specifically, I like urban exploration photography. Like these photos on screen now. If you couldn't tell by the poor composition, these are my photos, and each photo captures a place that has been abandoned by people. Left to decay and out of the woods or on any downtown street. A place deemed too difficult or too costly to tear down, so instead they're just left to rot. Some of these places at one point in time were buildings that people relied on to support their families, others were just tourist attractions. These places sit all over the world, and no matter where you're watching this from, I guarantee that one specific place came to mind for you immediately. That building that no one was supposed to go into, but a lot of people did anyways.
The code is more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules.
My question is, why are they so alluring? For now, I don't really know. All I can say is that these places are hauntingly beautiful. The idea that these places have so many stories hidden inside, memories of people who the history books will never talk about, not because they were uninteresting, but because they chose to live normal lives. I know I'm verging on bad high school poetry, but just bear with me. This is a script I wrote almost a year ago, but I never made about a motel not far from me that's been abandoned as recently as the early 2000s, but if I had to guess from actually having visited it, it went abandoned sometime in the mid to late 80s, judging by the fact that they still advertise having color television on their sign. The reason for such a large gap in time is that this place wasn't well documented like a lot of these other buildings. The best thing I can find is a comment on a Flickr post of all things about the motel. My mother was the manager of this lodge in the 60s. We lived across the street in the Lookout Mountain Mobile Home Park. Both properties were owned by the same man, Bill Friedman. It's odd to me to see a place that once looked like this turned into this. And I know this is far from the only place like it. Motels have been going out of style for a long time. But it's odd to me to think that a place that was advertised as a honeymoon getaway is now decomposing back into the mountain on a forgotten road. It's just become another place that people try and avoid. People make a living traveling all over the world exploring buildings like this, and I am clearly not the only one taking an interest. Judging by their subscriber count and the astronomical view count on each video, I'm far from the only one. Right now, I'm working on a documentary about these people and why they do what they do and how they do what they do. Right now, I have people like Broken Window Theory who agreed to sit down in an interview with me. If you or someone you know does urban exploration, please send them this video. I'd love to talk to them. I just want to add a small addendum before I go. While gathering footage and photos for the part of the video where I talk about the tourist lodge, I found this. I've heard rumors over the last year or so that there were plans to tear down the motel in order to restore the mountain to how it looked when a battle during the Civil War occurred. And I'm too young to have seen it up and running or have any real nostalgia for this building, but the tourist lodge was the place that kickstarted my love of urban exploration and photography, and without it, I don't know if my documentary would ever even be happening. So while I have no doubt that once demolition is fully complete, the mountain will look just so much better, but I'm still sad to see it go. I hope you enjoyed this different video. I know it's not my normal style of content, and if you made it this far, thank you. It tells me that I'm interesting to at least someone. Alright, I'll get out of your way and let you get back to the other videos on this channel. Or not. I don't really care.